So last night, after we came off air, Joe Biden gave a press conference. He spoke for about 20 minutes, and he was wholly unrepentant about the decision unilaterally to withdraw troops from Afghanistan. I have to say what surprised me most about the press conference was his complete refusal to take any questions afterwards. It really was quite extraordinary. Is it that he's not capable of answering those questions? Is he really fit to lead the United States of America? These are questions that are being asked and questions that will be asked as the next few weeks and months develop. But there's no question about one thing: he was wholly unrepentant about the decision. But it was a decision made with no reference to his closest allies, without any plan as to how to evacuate thousands of foreign nationals. But let's hear what he had to say last night.
But I do not regret my decision to end America's warfighting in Afghanistan and maintain a laser focus on our counterterrorism missions there and other parts of the world. Our mission to degrade the terrorist threat of al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and kill Osama bin Laden was a success. Our decades-long effort to overcome centuries of history and permanently change and remake Afghanistan was not. And I wrote and believed it never could be. I cannot and will not ask our troops to fight on endlessly in another country's civil war, taking casualties, suffering life-shattering injuries, leaving families broken by grief and loss. This is not in our national security interest.
Well, that was Joe Biden last night saying that America was involved fighting in a civil war. Well, there wasn't a civil war. Who knows? Maybe after the Taliban takeover, there might be one. Today, a press conference by the Taliban themselves in which they say women will be treated well, but all sorts of evidence coming, video clips coming out of Kabul and elsewhere, suggesting that their words are not sincere. And interesting in some ways to see major broadcasters showing the Taliban doing this. I wonder whether perhaps that legitimizes them in some ways. It has also come to light that President Obama released 5 prisoners from Guantanamo Bay in 2014, 2 of whom were directly involved in the taking of Kabul. And I think we can say with some confidence that Joe Biden and some of the failures of previous administrations have made the world a less safe and a less secure place. And I note today that the Greek government and a senior official in the German Conservative Party have both said, we will not allow 2015 to happen again. We will not allow millions of people to cross the Mediterranean. So there's a big discussion about a wave of refugees, of migrants leaving Afghanistan, the Europeans already getting panicky. And my biggest concern is that jihadis that live in the United Kingdom and in Europe will be emboldened by what they've seen the Taliban do in Afghanistan. And one of the top bosses of MI5 has said pretty much that. So my question tonight to you is, does the fall of Kabul, does the Taliban taking control of Afghanistan, could it lead to an increase in domestic terror in this country? Tell me what you think. GBViews at gbnews.uk.